you ever sent a friend a simple text? Maybe asking if they wanted to grab dinner, maybe asking for a small favor, or maybe just checking in to see how they've been. Hours go by. Nothing. Then your phone lights up. For a split second, you think they finally replied. Instead, it's another Instagram story, another Facebook post, another Snapchat. They're clearly on their phone. They had time to post, time to comment, time to scroll, just not enough time to answer you. So you tell yourself, they're probably just busy, until it happens again, and again. Eventually, you stop wondering why they haven't replied, and start wondering why the only time certain people seem to message you is when they need something, need a ride, need advice, need someone to listen, need a favor, need help moving, need you to cover for them. Somehow, you're always available when life gets difficult for them. But when you need 5 minutes of their time, they disappear. Then you begin noticing that same feeling showing up in other places. You walk into the break room at work, and the conversation changes. Nobody says anything rude. Nobody tells you to leave. But something feels different. It's almost as if you walked into the second half of a conversation you'll never hear the beginning of. Or maybe you stopped texting first, not to play games, not to test anybody, just because you're tired of always being the one reaching out. Days turn into weeks, and your phone stays silent. Now you're left wondering, if I stop making the effort, how many of these relationships would still exist? The hardest part isn't knowing the answer. It's wondering why the same feeling keeps showing up, with different people, in different situations, over and over again. Most people treat these as separate problems. A bad friendship, an awkward conversation, bad luck. But what if they're not separate at all? What if they're simply different moments revealing the same hidden reality? The ignored text isn't really the problem. It's the moment you realize that something beneath the surface isn't adding up. Because long before friendships begin to fade, long before opportunities quietly pass you by, long before you find yourself wondering what went wrong, there are often hidden dynamics already shaping the outcome. Most of us simply don't recognize them until we're looking back. That is why I wrote The Hidden War of Power, not to teach you how to manipulate people, not to convince you that everyone has bad intentions, and certainly not to tell you who should or shouldn't be in your life. Those decisions are yours to make. The goal is simply to help you recognize relationships, conversations, and situations for what they truly are, instead of what you hoped they were. To help you recognize the hidden power dynamics that quietly influence everyday life, so you stop second-guessing your instincts, recognize patterns before they become painful lessons, and make important decisions with greater clarity instead of learning every lesson the hard way. If you're ready to stop being the open book and start reading the room instead, click the link below and get your copy of The Hidden War of Power today.